All right, I'm going live.
All right.
I just lost my co-host. Oh, there she go. Here she go.
What happened?
All right. Oh, like, man, right before we went live, you just popped out of here.
Well, my countdown froze, and I was like, "Hello." So I was like, "Let me just refresh the page." So that's what I did.
All right, what's happening, y'all? This is me. And
is it now? Is it you? We didn't know. We
this
couldn't
is
tell.
me. We got Sean on the way, I think. Nigga said he had to take his dogs out, so maybe
that's why he don't have dogs.
That's Say what?
That's why you don't have dogs. So you don't mess with dogs.
I don't mess with dogs like that. But well, we're here to discuss this ridiculous show, man.
Yeah.
Love is Blind.
It's not, but yeah.
It's not at all.
It's not, but
and one thing this show has proven without a doubt is that it's not blind.
Every single time. What's going on?
Hello.
Hey, I think that is. And we'll catch you on the rewatch, Mr. That name.
What happened?
That I know. Someone said they're gonna catch the recorded version because they.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. So you got your notes ready?
I ain't got no notes, but I do have pictures.
Okay, then we can go off that. I don't have notes today either. I'm gonna just go off vibes, but I do have things to say.
Yeah, I got pictures and questions.
Okay.
So
we will take the pictures and the questions.
Should be able to work with pictures and questions. So we're gonna start with these people who annoy me. Well, actually, no, they both annoy me now. At first, it was just her, but now he annoys me because it's like, bro, like,
because he's going through with it.
Yeah, and it's just it's getting to a point where I'm frustrated now. Like I was already frustrated. Now I'm almost angry. But we'll just pick up on the last episode with this couple, right? So Emma and Mike, they were at the zoo where he seemed, to me at least, visibly jealous of the breeding bull giraffe, because I mean, they got all the kids, and this nigga don't know if he's ever gonna have any kids. But they go from, petting the giraffes and they sitting outside. She said something about wanting to collect all these experiences before, starting a family. And his ears perk up like, oh, start a family.
She did bring it up.
So then now he's trying to confirm if she's saying what indeed he thinks she's saying. And she really didn't answer. You know what I mean? Like she kind of made an excuse about the giraffes talking to each other and getting distracted. But to me, it didn't feel like essentially she said the same thing that she's been saying, that she's open to it, she's thinking about it, but not that she's made a solid decision or that she's even necessarily leaning towards having children, just that she's open to the idea.
That's the same thing I thought. I was like, you sat there, you brought it up, so he's going to get excited by you bringing it up.
Yeah.
All to go in a circle just to come back to, it's still a maybe. Yeah. Girl, you should have said anything at this point. What are we doing?
It's just that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just why this couple is so frustrating, because it's both of their fault. Like,
yeah, I agree.
She knows that this is like a foundational thing for him. He knows that this is something that she doesn't really want. Her sister came out and said that she's always been a hard no. So it's just like, what are we even doing at this point? Because if they do end up having kids, it's gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah, she will never let him live it down. I had kids for you. Could you imagine every fight they get into? Ugh.
No, and kids are just too difficult for that. So it seems like producers told Devontae and Brittany that if they want to stay on the show, they must do a complete one.
I
don't know about that, because I haven't seen too much of a change with Devontae and Brittany.
Definitely not with Devontae, that's for sure.
No,
she doesn't want kids at all. That is
no.
Just we kind of
began at the end. Sounds like we're at the beginning of the.
We're beginning
beginning
at
at
the
the end.
end.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go couple by couple. So we're definitely not gonna go moment by moment in these episodes. And we typically start with the least entertaining couples or the stupidest couples. So in this case, I'm starting with the stupidest couple. Like I really don't have a whole lot to say about Emma and Mike because I just feel like their whole relationship is ridiculous. I really
Stupidest
hope
couple.
Mike says no. What happened?
I said the stupidest couple.
Yeah, it's the stupidest couple. It's a couple that makes the least sense. You know what I mean? And because she's been a fundamental no from jump, he's been a fundamental yes as far as kids are concerned. That's way too big of an issue to be not aligned on. So by far the dumbest couple. So we just try to get them out of the way quick. But anyway, like I said, they were at the place where they pet the giraffes. She brought up kids. Next time we see them, I think, was at the wedding, right? Did we see them again?
No, that was their final date. So then we just went to the wedding after that.
Yeah. So at the weddings and like I said, Emma's been on my nerves really since the pies. Like she's really been on
A
my
lot of
nerves.
people have that sentiment. They couldn't stand her from the beginning. I was giving her some leeway, but at this point, I feel like she led this man on for some nonsense.
I ain't even about that. I mean, she just gets on my nerves. But anyway, so they get to the wedding and it's like she's trying to create this moment, you know, with this slow yes and the way she said it.
And she was trying to make it a thing, wasn't she?
She was trying to make a moment. And that's kind of why she gets on my nerves because I feel like since the beginning of the show, it's been like this whole, not to call it a sob story because her story is her story. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to discredit it, what she went through. Like, it's real.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like when you're trying to get to know somebody to the point where you're going to get engaged, and I know we don't hear every conversation, but I just felt like a lot of the conversations that we had with her were focused on the surgeries, on the birthmarks, which that's a prominent part of her life. But I mean, we didn't really get a whole lot of conversation about the relationship itself, like what she's really like and what she really looks for in a relationship. It just kind of felt like I have all these, external issues and I was adopted and I have, issues because of that. And I don't know my history. And then he's like, I want kids. And that's all they've ever talked about, her issues and the fact that he wants kids.
I think these two spend a lot of time avoiding conversations because they don't want to talk about what the real situation is. He doesn't necessarily want to bring up kids too much because he knows that she doesn't want them. And so they just spend time kind of staying in a surface level. Their relationship feels very surface level. They haven't really gone into depth on anything. So, yeah, I hope he says no. He needs to say no.
So apparently it's her birthday. The wedding episode is on her birthday. Were you aware of that?
I was not aware of that.
It looked like his mom or somebody went in there and said happy birthday to her while she was getting her dress on. So that makes me think that he might say yes because that'd be pretty tough. Like it's her birthday. She said yes.
Hey,
that'd be pretty rough.
Shouldn't have came on Love Is Blind. I don't know what to tell you.
That'd be pretty rough to turn her down on her birthday, but he definitely should, 100%.
Yeah, I think, I'm watching his mom sit in the audience. She's looking like, please say no. His family, like I said, I think I mentioned this last week. I think that ultimately his family and Mike as well is going to want more than one baby anyway. And so trying to get her to agree on one, that's not enough because he's going to want more. I don't know. I think this is nonsense. I don't even know why we're here. I don't even know why they made it this far.
Okay, Hannah says, I feel like Emma thinks she's lucky to have Mike, but if she moved to LA, she could find a hot, kind man who doesn't want kids that would be just as into her.
Nah, probably. Stay away from the hot men in LA. They ain't worth it.
Really?
Listen, as a native, I can say that.
You want to turn this into a sidebar about the men of LA? What's wrong? What's wrong with the niggas in LA?
What's not? Well, you know what? Honestly, I can't even say that though, because the thing is, most of the people you meet in LA are transplants anyway, so they really be from y'all states. The people who really from LA, like the natives, like fuck with us heavy, but not them other people. When y'all be coming from other states, that's when y'all be giving my city a bad rep. And
I'll be saying y'all. All Texas niggas are cool. I ain't never met a Texas nigga that wasn't cool. Don't say y'all. Don't even do that. We make LA a better place. If Texas niggas move to LA, we make it a better place. I promise you that.
That's too funny.
All right, so we're gonna move on from this couple.
Man, I hope he says no.
We'll move on from this couple. I ain't got nothing else to say about these people.
No. That's it. We feel the same way. I think everyone is in agreement on them.
Okay. So we're gonna get this next one up here. All right. So we got Brittany
Devontae.
and Devontae. So we catch up with them at the Airbnb, right? And he's on one side of the hot tub, she's on the other.
Completely other side.
Yeah, never touching. They don't never touch. So on opposite sides of the hot tub, and they having this conversation. He's talking about how life was so much better. Joking about how life was so much better when he was dating. My daughter finally texted me back.
Okay, good. She okay?
I'm just glad she alive. Well, talking about we were on the trampoline.
Come on, we all been 16 and doing our thing on Friday night.
9:36 p.m. She was on a trampoline outside with her friends.
Oh Lord, let her live.
Right, whatever. All right, so he's on one side of the hot tub. She on the other side of the hot tub. He's joking about how he was happier when he was dating all them women and whatnot. Wasn't a joke, just like the homie says right here. Wasn't a joke.
It was not a joke.
Dead ass. He wish he could go back and pick one of them other white sounding women and hopefully be right about that one.
But he wanted Ashley so bad.
I don't even know if Ashley would be the one, but I mean,
no, but she's white, so he probably would have been like, I can make it work.
He probably I don't think Ashley is that cute. I'm sorry,
but Devontae would though.
I don't get it with Ashley. Anyway, so that this conversation transitions to the inside. Now they on the couch on opposite ends, because every time they on the couch, he's catty corner. Like he's all the way up against the arm of the couch, catty corner, just making sure she can't touch nothing. But
it's like they're like 13-year-olds, and their parents said, "Don't y'all be getting too close now." And
it's like he's scared of her. It's like because he has to be facing her.
He's terrified. He's terrified.
Yeah, like he has to be facing her, and it's like she can't sneak up on him or nothing like that.
You don't want to turn his back.
Nah.
You know how them women of color get when you turn your back on them.
Yeah, he don't know. He ain't never been with one of these before. He don't know how she gonna act. She might be wild. He got to keep his guard up.
That's crazy. But yeah,
so they sitting over here having this little whack ass. Oh, here goes Sean. Let's go ahead and add Sean to the studio. I'm gonna switch up the view so all three of us can fit. What's happening, Sean?
Hey, what's going on?
Man, welcome to the show. No, you good, brother. You good. So we were just talking about
I'm having technical difficulties over here. Bluetooth is.
We were talking about your favorite black man, Devontae. Yeah. Everybody's favorite Negro.
I don't have too many notes on that clown, but yeah, I can only imagine.
Okay, so I'm still setting the scene, right? So they sitting on the couches, and they're having this ridiculous conversation where he reveals to her that through the decision-making process, he's going to need some time, like at least 24 hours. Don't call me. Don't text me. I'm probably going to turn my phone off.
All the way
I'm not going to be reachable.
You can't call me.
I need 24 hours away from you with no contact whatsoever. In the same conversation, she's talking about how she realizes that, he reveals to her that he got upset hearing that she mentioned something about him not being affectionate, not telling her she's pretty, not kissing her, whatever, at the dress fitting. And that was because I guess it came up. They were asking, "Oh, what's he going to think about you in this dress?" And she was like, "Oh, he's a man of few words," meaning he probably ain't going to think shit about you in this dress. Which she realizes, you know what I mean? Which is so infuriating because she clearly can see that he feels a way, but she's just blindly going along with this.
She's settling for it.
Yeah. But she essentially says that she realizes that he's not the type that's ever going to be, excited about her. He's never going to be doting over her. He's never going to be complimentary of her. And she just has to accept that as his personality. And I'm just wondering, at any point, has she asked him, is this how you are in all relationships? Or is this just unique to this relationship? Or have you never been affectionate with your partner before? Or are you just an unaffectionate partner? Like, I wonder if she's even trying to, because he hasn't, to our knowledge, he hasn't said the woman of color statement to her.
No, I don't think he did tell her that.
Yeah, that was just to us.
I think that Let me use my words carefully here. I think that Devontae caught a little bit of a break going into this experiment because of the fact that he lost his grandfather at the beginning. And so I think that Brittany is attributing a lot of his standoffish behavior and a lot of his kind of reserved behavior as him grieving. And I think he's kind of using that as like, well, I'm just going through something with my family right now. And maybe kind of leading her on to give her some hope that maybe it won't be like that. Not necessarily on the fact that he'll compliment her more, but maybe just he's in a funk right now because of the fact that he's grieving. And so I feel like he's using that to his advantage. And that sounds fucked up, but like that's how I feel. Like I feel like he's being like, no, I'm just having a moment, you know? I don't know. Because she seems way too into it for him to not be telling her something. Like he has to, unless she's just delusional. She can also just be delusional. I don't know.
I'll address this statement real quick. So y'all don't think Brittany changed up when she went to meet her parents? No, that wasn't a change up. That was her just being fake. Because we've only seen her be honest about the way he is with, or we haven't really even seen it necessarily. He heard that she said some stuff to the other women, but we haven't really seen her going in on how unaffectionate he actually is with the other women. Even like she been lying to herself this whole time, and she got around her.
If anything, Devontae's the one who switched up when they met the parents. He's the one telling her dad, no, I don't have any reservations. I'm all in on this, when he knows that he's not even attracted to this woman and hasn't been since the reveal. He's the one who changed up. That's how I see that.
All right, Sean, what you got?
They both disturb me. You know, especially during Black History Month. I think these are folks with very low racial self-esteem, the both of them.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, you know, Love is Blind just played in our face and put these two together because they're two sides of the same coin. You know, don't forget, when introduced to her in the pod, she said, you might not have known that I'm Black or Afro-Latina or however she described herself, because she talks white.
Yeah, that's what she kept saying. You probably thought I was white. Yeah.
So in addition to skip to seeing him saying he has beautiful eyes and their kids, they're going to make pretty babies with nice eyes. So she's lost in the sauce. I'm sorry. She really is.
She been lost, yeah.
Yeah, she's very lost. When they were sitting down talking, that's when I knew I cannot put a cape on for her. She said he's worth the wait.
Yeah, it gets to a point. Yeah.
She said he's worth the wait. I've been waiting all my life for somebody, and Devontae is worth the wait. At that moment, I knew that she's the goner, you know, and I just feel like Brittany's a bit of an airhead. I'm sorry. I hope I'm wrong. But the impressions that I'm getting from the way she talks, you know, they were talking about finances, and she was like, "Oh, you can manage all the finances. You know, I can barely count. I can't barely balance my checkbook." Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I can't balance a checkbook either. I don't think they make those anymore. But
they do.
Do they make checkbooks?
Yes, I worked in a bank for years. There's the checkbook.
That's crazy.
And now there's an online one. There's spreadsheets.
Oh no, I ain't balancing no checkbooks.
Types. There's all different types.
Interesting.
So what was it? Was it the 40K?
That was when she was willing to accept lies, because when he said his income ranges from $12,000 to $40,000 a month, I said, "Oh, the lies." He works for Rocket Mortgage as a loan officer.
Does he?
Yes. And again, loan officers can make money. I'm not saying they can't, but 12 to 40,000 is a reach. And in this economy, with mortgage loan rates being the way that they are, he ain't making no $12,000 to $40,000. That's just not
I wonder
happening.
what the average is, because that's probably like, you know, when you're giving your stats, you probably give your peak. You know
yeah.
Like I made 40 grand 1 month, and you know, if you sell the right house or you, I guess, approve the right loan, then you probably can clear that. But I wonder what the actual monthly average is. It's probably closer to 12, which is still nothing to sneeze at.
No, that's great money.
He's not even clearing that. He's not clearing that. Could you imagine If he were living in Ohio, where the cost of living is significantly less, making $12,000 a month, even if that's pre-tax, he wouldn't be on Love Is Blind.
So, what, Sean? I want to address something you said. You said you think the moment when he said the 40K is when she was willing to accept anything.
That's when I knew she was not the brightest bulb in the batch because she believed that.
Said her light a little dim. I think that's so interesting because I think she's been willing to accept anything from this man the entire season. I think she heard the 40K and maybe heard, oh, good, we're going to be stable. But I don't know if that was the draw. I think she really does love this man. And I also don't think she's an airhead. I think she just really wants to be married. Keep in mind, she purchased a wedding dress before she even knew she was coming on the show, for sure. So she really did. She's another person, just like Emma, who wanted to leave married by any means necessary.
You don't think that makes you an airhead though? If you
Yeah,
buy a
about to
dress
say.
before you meet the person,
Listen,
you don't think that's a
okay.
little airhead adjacent at least?
Not adjacent. I'll give you adjacent. But let me throw this out there. When it comes to weddings, I won't even say like marriage. When it comes to weddings, I think the way that little girls are being taught about weddings versus how little boys are taught is different. When you're a little girl, that's like the thing they tell you like all the time. Oh, you're gonna have a wedding one day. You're gonna have a wedding dress. It's gonna be amazing. And like that's kind of infused into our childhood. Is like you go through all this stuff and eventually you're gonna like get married and get to wear a pretty dress. And so I just think that a lot of women just want it so bad, and they want it because they've romanticized it their entire life. And so maybe that does make you a little airheadish, but maybe that's a deeper conversation. Like we really are brought up to idolize being married, and more specifically having a wedding and wearing the dress and having all your family come out and like finding the man of your dreams. And so I can't really say like I fought her for that. I think she wants it because that's what she's been told to want.
I mean, that's cool, but I mean, is this her first relationship? Has she never been kissed by a boy? Does she not know what it feels like to be with somebody that actually likes her or is attracted to her? Like, that's cool. I get you wanting to be married, but wouldn't you want the person that you're going to marry to have some sort of desire to touch you at some point in the day? And that's the part I don't understand. Because, like, being married just to be married, you're signing up for misery. If you're signing up for a dude that's never going to compliment you, that doesn't like you, let's just be real. Like, this is not how men act when they're around a woman that they like. And even the comments he was making to her on the couch about her snoring like Paul Bunyan and like that, he wasn't saying that in an affectionate manner. He was saying
I said the same thing. He was trying to make digs at her. That was very much attacking her.
Yeah, it was a turnoff. Like he already, her skin already turns him off, and then now you snore. You got the nerve to snore too. And he finds her repulsive.
Yeah,
and I wish she would just pick up on that.
Yeah, I hate that for her. I hate that she wants it so bad that she's willing to accept not being touched the rest of her life, I guess is what she's saying. But, somebody said, who the hell is Paul Bunyan? Some fairy tale. I don't know who he is exactly.
That is who he said.
Giant. Right? He's a mythical giant.
Oh, he's the giant? Okay.
Yeah. He's a I'm not sure how that plays into, comes into play with their scenario, but
because he's big and like loud, I guess.
So who would be Paul Bunyan between the two of them?
He was calling her Paul Bunyan. No, he was calling her Paul Bunyan because she was snoring. He said he said all kind of stuff about her.
Oh, yeah, he hates her. He hates her. And back to your other point, I think there's multiple things at play, right? I think that, yes, will a woman go on to Love Is Blind to try to find a husband? The driving force is because of this idea of being married and the societal norms and pressures for women to have a husband. But once you get there, what you do to decide if said person is the right husband for you is up to you and your smarts, your relationship experience, your emotional intelligence. And those are all the things that make Brittany an airhead to me, because yes, she could want to be married and it could just be a little delulu, but the disconnect between the way he talks to her, talks about her, the treatment of her is like you're in the clouds and she's just taking his words and accepting them without sussing them out. Meanwhile, this is somebody you met 2 weeks ago. I don't care how much you talked in the pods. You just met this person. Now you decided to be together. It's up to you to vet them to see if this is truly a connection. And I think she's just thrown reckless abandon. Now, has he gaslit her and told her that, she shouldn't be telling him how to treat her? And, she's over here saying, I just know you're never going to give me praise and, tell me that you think I'm beautiful. Like, that sounds like a jail sentence. You want to
Yeah,
be with somebody that will never make you feel good about yourself and never be complimentary to you?
I hear you on that.
That's weird.
I do want to say one more thing. I think on that same note, when it comes to black women in particular, and I don't know, how black Brittany was raised, but she clearly looks black to me. So I think that in our culture, a lot of us are also taught by, whether that be through media or songs or whatever it's going to be, that relationships are supposed to be tough. And if you stick through it and you get through to the end, then you can
That
say that
struggle love.
yeah, I feel like black women will accept a struggle of more often than other races of women, because other races or women are not taught that it's supposed to be hard. Oh, if you just stick it through with your man, like, no, I'm not going to struggle with you. But like, she's willing to do it because she's looking at the wedding at the end of it. And so I really do think it goes a lot deeper than just her being like, my man, my man. It's like, no, this is her idea of relationships. On top of the fact that her parents don't believe in marriage. So she's like, this is the man that proposed. This is the man I'm supposed to marry. This is for life. So I got to stick through it. I think
You
there's a
mean
lot going on with
her
her.
parents don't believe in marriage or divorce?
Yeah. They
They,
don't believe in divorce.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
getting ready to say, what they
Yeah,
doing?
no,
I
no.
was
They
like, I
don't.
know I didn't miss that much of the season.
They don't believe that marriage should end, is what I meant to say. But yeah, they
Right.
don't believe in divorce.
I got the impression of just the little scenes that we watched in their house. I don't want to, I'm all for dismantling the patriarchy, and I advocate, for women, but I think sometimes we just have to call a thing a thing. And the thing is, she's just not operating with all her full frontal lobe, and she's missing a lot of red flags.
So she
And
got
and
half of the
and
lobe.
and accepting the fact that this guy who shows up looking how he looks, don't need to talk about that, but looking how he looks and telling her that he's not even going to give her a compliment, like, and she's willing
Yeah.
to accept that. And for all visuals what we saw, she comes from a loving family. Her dad seems to love the mom. I mean, he did more talking than the mom did, but at the end of the day, I didn't see him demean the mom at all. They seem to have a nice, healthy, connection. So I'm not sure where things went awry for her in terms of accepting this treatment. That's what's losing me when it comes to her.
Yeah.
I
I
wonder
see your
what
point.
happened in her other relationships personally. Like I
Mhm.
wonder, I wonder the type of dudes that she's been dating. Like I wonder what her type is. I wonder what went wrong in those relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have a lot of questions about her picker and just her past experiences, because she's too she's not like 22 years old. This is a grown woman
Yeah.
with a real profession, and she's beautiful. So she's been in the world, she's been approached, she's been hollered at probably damn near every day of her life since she turned, 16, 17 years old and started to develop. Like, it's just like, I don't, women can recognize attraction. Like, y'all are experts at knowing when somebody is sniffing after you, because it's been happening to you since before it was supposed to be.
Yeah, that's
You
fair.
know what I mean? Like,
That's facts.
that's just reality. Like,
Yeah.
it's been happening to you for a very long time, so you know what it's like when a man is interested. So I'm not even too much bothered by her having a dress prior to the process. If you find a dress you want and you want to buy that dress, buy that dress. But the problem is she's gonna fuck around and waste that dress on a
Yeah,
nigga that
that's
don't
how I
even
feel.
like her. Yeah, and it's gonna say no at the altar.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part. And I just wish that she wouldn't set herself up for this, but it just seems like she's dead set on being the victim. And I was thinking, like, the good thing about this season is we don't have a black woman being drugged through the mud, but we kind of do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, he's not necessarily dragging her through the mud, but he's breadcrumbing the fuck out of her, and I don't even
I don't even think he's doing that. Really?
I'm saying, like, I mean, it was not even like the good part of the bread. Like, it was the crumbs of the crust. This was crust crumbs. You know what I mean? Like, you have voluptuous eyebrows, and and your hair is soft and curly instead of coarse and curly.
Yeah.
Like, if you were coarse and curly, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Is what that kind of said to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think with her and there's like, we're not used to seeing this version of a beautiful woman that shows up like as something that most men, especially men of color, would be attracted to. And then seeing Devontae, react to her in that way. I think we just are not used to seeing a woman like her with low self-esteem. And I think that, I'm kind of being tongue in cheek with the airhead thing, but definitely low self-esteem is reeking. She told him as they sat on that couch, she gave him all the certainty that I will marry you. She said that to him literally,
Crazy.
without a shadow of a doubt. I'll marry you. And what does he say to her? He smiles and he looks at her and he was like, on another note, now this could be editing, I don't know, whatever. At some point during their conversation, he told her, hey, I'm feeling a little bit of a way because I'm hearing you're telling other people that I don't give you compliments. This woman just gave you all the certainty
making me
in the
look
world,
bad, man.
and now, now you want to knock her down a peg and whittle away at the confidence that she had about the fact that you guys are moving forward instead of being honest. So I do think she's being dragged through the mud. I do think this is another instance. It's just a different type. He's more covert. So it's not like blatant like Tyler or Taylor, whatever that other dude's name is, with all the babies and the baby mamas and the,
Tyler.
lesbian artificial slash, insemination of it all. He's just undoing her in a very covert way. And I think he sucks.
I concur.
Valid. That's valid.
I concur. All right, next couple coming to the stage. Jordan and Amber. So we catch up with Jordan and Amber at Otherworld. Apparently, this is her daughter's favorite place to go. I don't know, play. Eat,
It looks
whatever.
fun. I wanted to go.
There needs more people in there. It looked a little weird, just with them being the only ones in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
But they probably rent it out.
Yeah, I'm sure, but it's kind of lame. Anyway, so they're in the Otherworld. This is apparently her daughter's favorite place without her daughter. And I would put them right there with them and Mike as far as dumbest couples, just because I say it every time. I'm just fundamentally against single parents being on this show. This expedited process is not for single parents. It's just you have too much of a responsibility to your child and the environment that you create and that you keep your child in, to allow a stranger essentially into their home that quickly. But if you are going to sign up for this process, and if you are going to potentially marry somebody knowing that you have a 7-year-old daughter, they have to meet her immediately. Once you decide, okay, we fell in love in the pods, I want to marry you, we meet, we still like each other, we go to Mexico, we still like each other. The first thing we do when we get back to the States is you got to meet this child, because
I was going to ask you about that. How do you feel about her waiting till the day before?
We don't have time for that shit.
Yeah.
Because you have to collect as much information as possible. You need, just like he needs to spend time with you to get to know if y'all can work, because this is such a short, expedited process. Unfortunately, that time is also going to have to be spent with your daughter. Like, you're going to have to spend time with both of them.
Yeah.
Then in the lead up to the weddings. And I get, you're saying, we just want to, have we're trying to build our relationship. I just met this person. They're trying to get to know each other, see if they can vibe. Cool. But it's just, it's too short a time. And this is too important or too crucial a part of this process to put off to a couple of days before the wedding. And just because he may be able to bring her a couple stuffed animals and make her laugh, for for the couple hours that he meets her, that doesn't mean that this is going to work. You know, you haven't collected enough information, and you can't collect enough information. But I just feel like it's irresponsible not to collect as much as possible. And the minute y'all land back in the States, he's going to meet your daughter. Thoughts?
Yeah. You know, I never really had any opinion on parents being on here until you said it, and now I'm kind of like, I see what you're saying, especially when it comes to the whole daughter thing. I think Jordan's great from what I see. I still don't think that Amber is attracted to him. I don't know, and I feel like I'm the only one who sees her cringing when she goes in to be affectionate with him. She can't hug him right. She can't kiss him right. Like she feels like she doesn't, like she's like trying to force it, you know. I did pause when I heard that he had not met her daughter yet. You met the dad a week ago. Why are you just now meeting the daughter 2 days before the wedding? So what if the daughter says, I don't like this man, y'all not gonna get married? Like, or if she says, I love this man, you are gonna get married. Like, to your point, too much is hinging on the fact that he needs to mesh well with both of you as a family unit. And if he doesn't get as much time with her as possible, then how would you know that? And I'm talking about more than just one meeting, even if it's off cam, having lunch or going on a play date. Like, y'all need to spend some real time together. Maybe have her come over, he comes over, y'all have dinner at the house together, something. Like, it needs to be more time. I just know, like, how I would feel if Sean, come back. How I would feel if, like, my mama had brought some random ass man into the house. I would have, okay, you on camera now. I would have been like, who is this man and why is he moving in and like what is going on? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird. So yeah, that's what I think on that particular topic. But they did a few more things, but let's hear Sean's opinion on that.
Yeah, I'm right with y'all. You know what, Nay, I don't know. I didn't know if that was just some cultural stuff between, you know, the people of no color that I just maybe am not familiar with in terms of how they relate. So I didn't want to, you know, speak on how awkward they are, because sometimes they could just be a little awkward. Yeah, see, like that, what Tam said. So I think that might be that, but then I don't know. But you know what I look at when I watch these shows? I watch not only how they talk to each other, but how do they talk about the other people? You know, how do they talk around other people about the person? Mm-hmm. And she says she likes a big burly guy like that. You know, she talks about the way he makes her feel secure. You see how she crashed out a little bit, and I mean, we can get into that probably later about how she crashed out when she thought he might have had some reticence about meeting her daughter. So it's like she really cares. I feel like she cares about him. Now, they do make me nervous, and there's a lot of drinking that's happening and serious conversations, which I don't think are good. But I'm only like kind of low-key rooting for them. But I do agree that it is very tricky when you have kids and how you introduce them. If I'm not a parent, only parent I am is a dog parent, if you count that. But on a Love is Blind scenario, I don't think I would introduce until after we said I do. Because it's a child, really. So, I mean, a child can not like somebody off rip, and it could just be they're having a bad day, or they could be spot on to something, or they could just love the person because some kids are very sweet and innocent and just like everybody. And then with a chance encounter, they may not be able to really suss it out. So I don't know that I would want to put them through that. I might tell the child myself as a parent, hey, Daddy's gonna get married, and I could be bringing somebody home. We're still getting to know each other. I want you to get to know them, but we still haven't finalized things yet. So before, you know, things get too serious, and you might be meeting somebody that you may never see again, I'd rather hold off.
I have a follow-up on that. You would sign a legal document marrying somebody and not introduce them to your child until after you were already married?
Yeah, I mean, I guess depending on the age of the child, right? If my child is a teenager, you know, then yes, I feel like they could handle that. But a 5-year-old, no.
Yeah,
because to me,
I agree.
That's too much trauma. That what happened, Daddy? Where did Miss Nay go? She was so sweet.
Oh, I'm the wife. Well, you can go ahead and introduce
Yeah,
us now. I'm good.
Just go with it, Nay.
I'm good.
You know, where did she go? I got it. There's too many questions. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm traumatized my child at that point.
I can see that side of it too. It's difficult, and that's why
yeah,
you say they just shouldn't be on here.
You're right. Like a teenager, you can do that because they don't give a fuck about you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I called my daughter 4 times before she texted me back. You know what I mean? Like teenagers, they don't care about you anyway. So, but at the same time, even if I feel like as a man, if you have a teenage daughter, you still have a little bit more responsibility to be cautious of who you're bringing around, because although the woman may not be a physical threat, like, you know, they may be the same size as your daughter, you know what I mean? So they may not be a physical threat, but at the same time, you don't know what that woman is attached to and what other elements she could be bringing to your home. And then the other side to it, it's not just about meeting the kid or being around the kid. It's about the dynamic of the relationship when the kid is present, because it's totally different. That parent, like the way Amber is with Jordan when it's just them, is not the way Amber's going to be with Jordan in home with the daughter. Because now, if the daughter has homework that she needs help with, if she needs a bath, if she's crying, upset about whatever, has a fever, when a parent is in parent mode, they don't have all the time, attention, and patience for the other person in the relationship that they normally would. And that's typically not a problem when, you know, the two parents are both parents of the child, you know, because there's no, you don't usually have, you can still have jealousy. Like there's still cases where a husband will get jealous of their own child because of the wife's, you know, attention. But at least in that case, it's their own child, and you know, there's not going to be any animosity. At least hopefully there won't be any animosity build up. There still can be in some cases, but she needs to see how Jordan handles her not being available to him like that in the home. You know what I'm saying? Like if he had a rough day, he comes home, he's frustrated, and he's looking for affection, he's looking for attention, and she's caught up with the child and she's tired and she's in a mood like that he needs to be around that. Like they need to see how that element works, because that's going to be a totally different environment from what they're used to. And that's what I'm saying. Like as soon if you're going to, I am fundamentally against single parents being on this show, unless, like you were saying, Sean, you're talking about a teenage child where, you know, they're almost out the house anyway, they don't care. But if your kid, to me, 13 or younger, I'm sorry, I'll cut it off somewhere. If they're 13 or younger, I think you have absolutely no business being on this show, none whatsoever. I don't think there's any excuse or any reason for you to be on this show, because there's not enough time. But if you're gonna do it, as soon as y'all get back from that trip, they need to be around your kid. Like that kid needs to be in the apartment with y'all, because that's the reality that you need to see.
Yeah.
It's not just y'all, it's all of y'all. So that's what you need to see.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on it, because one, the odds are already slim for these couples making it anyway. You throw a child into the mix, sometimes it doesn't even get off to the altar. Because what did we have that season where the guy was the father, and he had the woman? I don't remember.
Was that
her
last
name,
season?
Megan.
I don't remember their name.
I think
either.
that was it.
Sparkle
was
Megan.
Sparkle Megan. Yep. And she was all in. She met the baby.
Mm-hmm.
She met the little girl, and then didn't even get down to the altar. Bolted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they ended up splitting like the morning of the wedding or something crazy like that.
Like the night before, something wild like that. Yeah. So, and he was like, I regret even meeting her, which is, I guess, after that instance, I was like, don't even bring the kids, especially if they're young, into it, because now she's going to be asking where Megan at.
That's his fault.
Yeah,
because you going into this show, you know, that's part of the risk. Like you might get engaged in the pods, but that doesn't guarantee you're going to get married. So you know you're introducing somebody that may not say yes. But I still think if you do it, you have to.
Yeah, you do. When it came to Megan, though, remember the only reason that she really jumped in on that is because his son had type 1 diabetes and her father had passed away from that, and she really just kind of thought that was a sign from her dad that was the man she needed to be with. So that was a whole other.
What kind of contrived craziness
That's what she
is
said.
that. That's what I'm
what the woman
saying,
said.
though. But you see how people twist themselves into pretzels to try to make something happen?
She tried to make it make sense.
What kind of from the grave genetic disease connection trauma is that? That was the sign, because both my deceased dad and your now daughter have type 2 diabetes.
She saw what she wanted to see.
It's like people, they just say anything, and then these people just accept it. Like, I guess that's probably why I've never been asked to be on Love is Blind, would never go on Love is Blind, because the moment somebody says something dumb like that to me, I'm going to be like, thank you, have a great day. That's all the information I needed. Because what?
And they all in the pod talking about how rude
Right.
Sean is. You talk to that guy, Sean? He's so rude.
Exactly, right?
I crossed him off my list.
He's a narcissist.
They real quick to call you a narcissist. That's exactly what they would do.
Well, look. Maybe I am. I do love me too much, because there's no way. That's just nuts.
I thought this was a good point here. As soon as you get back, run that background check, because we know Netflix ain't running no good check. Facts.
At all.
They are running the checks, and don't blame it on Netflix. I have a very close family member that works for Netflix. They are a party to it, but it is that daggone kinetic. It's the production.
Okay.
Netflix is the platform that streams and pays for the services, so they're the vehicle through which is used, but it's production. It's kinetic.
So it's Chris Colleen. It all roads lead back to Chris Colleen.
As Jessie Wu would say, she keep her foot on his neck.
Definitely.
But I'm still kind of low-key rooting for them. I want them to figure this out. I want her to stop drinking and crying and trying to have serious conversations with him. Put down the golden goblet, and let's talk with a sober mind when we're talking about what our married lives are going to look like, because I don't think you can really absorb all the information when you already are overly stimulated with, substances. Those are for a time, but not when you're trying to decide the rest of your life.
I mean, on that note, I don't even understand why she was flipping out. Maybe we didn't see a part of that, but I have no idea why she was flipping out on him being like, I'm nervous to meet her daughter. Why wouldn't somebody be nervous? Especially when you're going from 0 kids to have a 7-year-old. Of course you would be nervous. I'd be nervous as hell to be a stepdaddy, come in 6 weeks before and not have any kids and be leaving with a daughter. That's crazy.
She was drunk.
But then she shut down too. Like, you're just gonna give this man a silent treatment? She
was drunk. I feel like, because everybody was a little sauced, I feel like she was probably a little drunk. She heard him say something about her daughter to Vic that she hadn't heard from him, and she overreacted. That's what I feel like happened.
Yeah.
Dwayne Banks said, like she's scared Jordan's going to run.
And he should.
That's probably something that's happened to her multiple times in the past. Somebody because says that they can handle it, that they're happy to be a stepdad, whatever. Yeah. And then they wake up one day and decide that they don't want to do that because it is a lot. So
I think, what, to me too, that's why I'm kind of low-key rooting for them, because arguments are going to happen, differences of opinion are going to happen. To me, it's what's our approach around the resolution? And I think once they calm down a little bit, she still wasn't ready to put down the golden goblet, but nevertheless, they still were able to sit in that kitchen and have a good conversation, and she actually heard him. So that's why I have still a little inkling of hope. For him, he's still like a meathead to me. You know what I mean? Like, he seems like a nice guy, but he's also a little bit of a meathead. So I don't know, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years in, if he's still going to want to do all of this. I think right now, he probably does care for her, but does he want to really be a full-time stepdad?
I think Jordan's going to be a great stepdad. I think he's a great guy. I think he's attractive. I think he's a little cutie, and I think he wants to be a stepdad. I'm rooting for him, but I'm not rooting for them.
As somebody that was a stepdad when I was married, and I love my stepkids to death. I do. I love them, and I would never change anything about that. But it's a lot of work.
Oh,
And I wasn't necessarily a frat boy with kegs in my house when I started dating my ex-wife.
Well,
So,
he don't have the kegs. That's somebody else. Who was that? That was Connor.
oh,
wasn't it?
that's right. He just kind of, you know what? To I'll take the smoke this time. He gives that he has a keg in his house.
Yeah, we would none of us would be surprised if Jordan
He
has
hid
2
his.
kegs at the crib.
It's
But
giving frat boy.
I was more concerned about his stress eating. Like when she wasn't talking to him, boy went and stood over that pizza. It was like, guess I won't
Talking
talk
to
to
the
anybody
dog.
else. Guess I'll just talk to this pizza. Like, hey, bro,
He
we need to
talking
find
to the
another way to
dog,
cope.
Oh yeah, poor guy. I like Jordan though. I do.
we need to find a better way to cope, man. Like you can't be running to the pizza every time she pissed you off.
Listen, I need to know who he voted for in November 24, and then I'll be able to give him all the credit in the world. Until I know that,
where he was on January 6th.
I want to know. He probably wasn't with the January 6th antics, but I do need to know what number was he in. You know, was he with 60 to 70% of off-color people that voted for him? I want to know.
It's the off color for me.
Speaking of,
I'm trying not to say the trigger word. I'm not trying not to say the trigger word.
Melanin deficient.
About voting.
That's a good one.
Not
talking about voting.
Not the
We got. I had to put him in this element, man.
This guy. Mr. Arizona, Florida, Ohio, San Francisco, Chattanooga,
worldwide, Mr. Worldwide.
Everywhere.
India, China, Australia, everywhere. So we got Ashley and Alex, right? So they're at the cabin. It's all, candles lit everywhere. It's a nice romantic environment. And he ain't got shit to say, really. Yeah, he ain't got no questions for her. She's asking a bunch of questions. He's giving nothing answers. And it's just more of the same because, okay, so we had the whole scene. And like I said, I'm not even trying to dissect everything that happened with Priyanka and did I say her name wrong? Pressure Pete, whatever. Priyanka,
yeah.
I'm not even trying to dissect all of that shit. Like the track from Cleveland to Austin, who he was staying with, whether or not they were together, I don't know. I don't care. It was way too much for me to even follow. So I don't care about none of that. But what's clear is that he was lying about something. And he was most likely in a relationship with this girl prior to coming on the show. And now he's trying to go to Florida, which apparently is where she is now too. So this is a mess. But the fact that Ashley is still participating in this is what's flooring me because, like, obviously your pops undressed them the first night. Like when this was how long ago now that her pops just sat there and just pretty much dismantled everything that Alex had to say.
Yeah, like a week and a half at this point.
Yeah, and now we're still going through this process and he's still being caught in lies and he's still saying shit that doesn't make sense or not really saying anything at all.
I'm sorry, this hat is taking me out. Every time I look at it, I'm just like...
Elissa's covering that ridiculous swoop / comb over he got on the top.
Oh, you see what he's trying to do for the edges? You saw that?
Bro.
I haven't said anything about it, but I definitely saw that comb over.
Listen, I'm follicularly challenged, and I let it go, over 10 years ago. I don't know what he got going on at the top of his head, but it's another lie. It's just evidence of the lies, the lies he's trying to tell the world and the lies he tells himself every time he pulls whatever piece of hair that is across the side of his head.
He just got it like swooped up in the front.
So I'm with Jay on this one. I think Ashley is playing it out, but I think she's playing it out for two reasons. Not only for just the being on camera of it all and staying on the show of it all, but also because she's enjoying what he's doing for her at the crib. I think she's here to get cracked a couple more times, go to the altar, say no, and then pretend like, this is some powerful moment where she chose herself when really it wasn't. She just stayed on the show, made it to the wedding episode, and had sex a few times.
Listen, I was agitated from the moment they showed up in episode 9. I'm going to read the first 2 sentences of my notes. I was done. I said, this reminds me why we're in the state as a country. She listened to the lies, denied herself, told him it's in your hands what happens next after he lied profusely and gaslit her. Priyanka, a woman of color, tried to help her, but he ignored it. This is November 2024. You can't tell me Kamala tried to tell us.
He said
And all
Priyanka.
them folks sat up in there, were performative, didn't care, and still did what they wanted to do, and now they're surprised that the leopard
Not only that, he caught an attitude with the woman of color.
told her to beat it.
And why are you? This is an A and B conversation. Can you see your way out real quick? Because this ain't got nothing to do with you.
It's a hell of a parallel.
Hey, that's a take, right? Was y'all ready for that take?
He said, "Let me connect the dots."
I like the parallel. So did you? I don't. What did you say, Nay? Or what
In regards to what? Oh, the whole thing. I mean, I love the way that Priyanka sat there and let him have. And the thing is, I don't even think that she was trying to expose him. All Priyanka did was sit down next to her two friends because she knew him from before, and she met Ashley in the pods. And she said, "Oh yeah, weren't you in Austin that one time?" That's all she said. She said what she knew, and then he started talking himself into more lies. And then that's when Ashley was like, "That's not what you told me." And Priyanka was like, "Well, you told me something different." He acted like Priyanka went in trying to set him up. She just said what you told her. It just turned out to be a lie because that's all you do and you can't keep your lie straight. How is that Priyanka's fault?
Well, Priyanka,
I'm trying to understand.
So do you think Priyanka knew what she was doing? Do you think Priyanka was intentionally?
No, I don't think she knew. Now, I will say this. I'm a little bit suspicious on how Priyanka and Alex met in Chicago, both happened to be in Austin, and now they both happen to be in Ohio. It sounds like they got something going on to me. But that's on a side. I don't think she did it on purpose. I didn't get that vibe from her. Y'all think she did it on purpose?
And this is why I think she did. Let me present the case, right? So when Priyanka first walked into the bar, we get Alex saying that he knew her prior. She was a part of his friend group, but he didn't try to talk to her because he didn't want to tamper with her experience. Mm-hmm. I feel like maybe it wasn't as much about tampering with her experience as it was with him being concerned with her tampering with his experience. Because if she knows him, then she knows he's full of shit.
But that doesn't mean tampering with it on purpose. Just because she has more information that he might be lying.
If she knows he's there and she's friends with the other women and they have questions about Alex, if it comes up that I know Alex, of course they're going to want to ask her, well, what do you know tell us about Alex?
Right.
And the last thing she knows about Alex is this nigga was staying in Austin with another girl.
Honestly, I don't think knowing what she was doing is a bad thing per se, because she's trying to help Ashley. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you're with somebody that lies, because Priyanka don't look like she's that. She looks like she's pretty smart, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm sure she got a whiff, and that's probably why I think her and old boy were only friends, because after a few conversations and not being able to connect the dots with all the lies, he was like, we just gonna be friends, because he likes women with dark features, like he told Brittany, so she would fit the mold.
Oh, he tried. He definitely tried.
He definitely tried. He definitely tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know why I don't get the vibe that she did that on purpose, though. I think you might be onto something to say that he didn't want her basically throwing salt in his game or whatever that phrase is. I don't know if that's right. But I just don't think she went in intentionally to do it. I think he knew that she knew some stuff that he lied about, so he didn't want them to ever cross paths just because of that. But not that she did it on purpose to like fuck it up for him.
Not necessarily to fuck it up for him. I don't think she's like angry at him,
right?
But she's just like looking out for Ashley, like, hey, right before we came here, like this nigga was in Austin with another bitch. I mean, just y'all can clear it up, but just so you know, this is what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because as soon as he said whatever he said about his ex and being a nurse, she was like, but wait a minute, didn't you say what city? Then she started asking him, what city did you fly out of? I thought you flew from here and there. I got lost in all the details and connecting flights of it all. But nevertheless, she was digging into the story. So she knew in that moment, she definitely knew that she was trying to expose him to be a liar.
Okay, I'll give you that. After the fact, yes.
Like what she should. Because, but unfortunately, it was a lost cause because Ashley just still turned around and said, well, it's in your hands to just fix it all. You know, you just lied to me 50 times in 20 different ways and then gaslit me and told me I'm being ganged up on. Oh, I'm being ganged up on. That, when I said that, he's like, wait, I'm being ganged up on again. Oh, the big bag MAGA guy can't defend himself against two women? Are you serious? Oh, come on, bro. That's
Ashley just not done getting cracked, man. I'm 100% of the belief that she's gonna say no, because I feel like the preview even showed it. You know what I mean? Where somebody was calling him a liar. Somebody was calling somebody a liar. I feel like it's Ashley calling him a liar. She's probably gonna go up there and make a whole big scene. Probably gonna come up there with receipts of shit that she found out either from talking to Priyanka, or maybe she got in touch with the girl from Austin. I don't know. But I feel like come the wedding, she's going to be up there with a whole bunch of shit to say. All of a sudden, we'll see her, 10 toes down, acting like a daddy. And it'll be this big moment that she wanted to create. But it's after this nigga done smashed like 17 times. Yeah. And that's all he wanted to do in the first place. This was never going to be a marriage. This was never going to be a family. You know what I mean? Or if it was just going to be one of many families, because this nigga has like a record to break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you think he's trying to have families everywhere.
He needs at least 6 families to be his daddy.
If that's her plan, she's still whack as hell for doing it.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
Because she should have did like the doctor. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna quit. You're not gonna play in my face. I'm not gonna go along to get along when you ain't got nothing to offer. You know what I'm saying? So,
but she is getting something from him. She getting cracked, like you
getting chicken nuggets, nigga.
That's what if that is what you came on Love Is Blind to do, to get cracked on national TV, then I fear you really have lost the plot.
Like Dwayne Banks said, she came to get cracked and some chicken nuggets with barbecue sauce.
And if that's what it is, then she still is whack. Because stand up for yourself. Where's your self-respect when you got this man clearly lying to you, and you're gonna sit here and tell him it's up to you? Her own father, who is MAGA down, also literally told her, "Hey, the truth couldn't find him in the daytime with a flashlight," and she's still going on with this nonsense. So, but what I am upset about Priyanka is the fact that she let Alex tell her to get on up and mosey on up out of there. Because what I would have wanted Priyanka to do in that very moment, if she didn't get up before he even got to it, was to clear that whole table so they couldn't even air that scene. I think as soon as he did that, she should have knocked all those glasses on the floor and made sure the scene was unairable so that we couldn't see how embarrassing it was to have somebody like Alex tell you to get up and go mind your business. Because that I didn't appreciate.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have let him talk to me like that. I would have started telling everything I know at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah. But she probably did. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why, and that's he lost control in that moment.
Yeah, he did.
Because I feel like
the narrative.
Because if Ashley is on smoke, like I feel like she's gonna be, if Ashley is on smoke at the wedding, I think Priyanka's gonna have something to do with it. And because like now, if she was trying to be Alex's friend, now she has no incentive. Like, bro, like you just gotta swallow it. If she's burying you on this whole Austin shit, you gotta try to be cool, get through the conversation if you can. But if you piss her off, now, like, because there's nothing stopping Jessica from having conversations with Priyanka past that moment. You know what I mean?
Wait, you mean Ashley?
Yeah, Ashley. I'm sorry. There's nothing stopping her from having conversations with Priyanka past that moment with him not around, where Priyanka can just speak freely.
Oh yeah.
Somebody says she should have kicked him in the chest.
That's crazy.
Not assault.
Yeah, that's unairable. That would have been unairable for sure.
That would have shut the scene down. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Like, I think there's an old, I think it's an old Southern expression, and it just, a lie don't care who tells it. And that's Alex, because if there's one thing that he's gonna do, it's just lie. I don't know.
I don't know why he would come on this show though, because now he's been exposed. Everybody knows he's a liar.
Yeah, apparently, like, changed his name a couple times too.
That was crazy. I heard that. That's a little extreme. He a scammer. I agree with what everybody's saying. I think he a scammer. You don't do stuff like that.
If I found out my pops had a bunch of families,
that's the Tinder swindler.
Might not want to keep that name. I don't know.
And that's if you believe that, bro. That's if you believe that, because that could also just be a lie.
Facts. Like his daddy might be like a good dude, like somewhere that his mom just up and left. For all we know.
Yeah, I'm sure that story run deep.
Do you remember there was one part in the scene where this is when I said, ma'am, you have got to be caught up in the Matrix, because she looked at him and she asked him, like, what is one thing that you want? And they were like talking, you know, they were having like this pseudo deep conversation about their desires. And he comes back to her and he said, I answered that already. And she said, no, you didn't. He was like, oh, really? I didn't? And then he just went on to something else as if the conversation never happened.
Yeah. She was asking him like how he wanted his first year of marriage to be. And then when she got all his answers, she said, don't you want to ask me anything? He was like, I had did that already.
Like, what?
He ain't got shit to say.
Hello? Are we having a conversation? Like, what are we talking about?
He said, if it's not a lie, I don't want nothing to do with it. But then when he asked her, this is what blew me though. When he said, like, oh no, when she asked him what like, she was asking him like, how do you talk about me? What do you say when someone asks about Ashley? And he said he's authentic, and she puts herself out there. Like, what in the interview chat GPT kind of interest?
That's what I said. He sounds like he's always trying to give like a motivational speech or like some type of. It's always something. He's always on. He's never just Alex, if that is his real name. Oh well, that was what last week's episodes. the water bottle replacement.
See, I skipped that. I was locked in these last two. The first little part.
Are we in agreement that couple is not getting married?
Neither of them are saying yes.
I hope not.
She might, but I don't know.
God, not.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna flame him at the altar and try to make a big scene, and I'm gonna throw tomatoes at the screen, bro. I'm not gonna.
Let's see.
I'm not going to be
him
impressed.
Into the wild for his soccer and day trading adventures.
Soccer and day trading.
For this next one, y'all, trying to wait for it to come up. Oh, hold on. There was an issue with my file. Okay, hold on. Let's try it again. The computer might feel the same way I do about this next one.
Hannah says she hopes that Ashley makes a scene. I don't, because I just feel like she's sticking around through her. This is her own doing. So I'm not even gonna feel like, yeah, girl, you go. Like, no, girl, you.
Yeah, I'm not rooting for her in any way at all.
Do we care about these two?
Yeah, I got something to say.
All right, go ahead.
You've been telling us that all day.
Yeah, I said I have something that may or may not be controversial about these two. And I thought about it after my video went up because, you know, I watched it back and I said that I felt like production is trying to give them the Lauren and Cameron edit because they're looking for a good couple. And somebody in my comments told me that it did happen the way that the rumors have been saying, which is that they weren't initially picked, but Netflix saw that none of the other couples were strong enough, so they wanted to have a solid couple, and they got brought in after the fact. So that's from what I've heard. That's been confirmed. That's what Christina said on an Instagram Live. So that's why their footage is like that. But I think I have a suspicion that Netflix might think that Lauren and Cameron did so well because they're an interracial couple, and they think that everyone swoons over them because it's interracial and people love seeing interracial, and they tried to recreate that with this specific couple because they're an interracial couple. However, it doesn't work when it's a white girl and a black guy because it doesn't hit the same with the general population, because typically the type of black men who date white women are not the same type of black women who date white men, meaning they're typically self-hating. they typically don't like Black women and will talk down on them. We're not getting any of that from Vic. But what I'm saying is the perception of what an interracial couple looks like when it's white girl, Black man is not the same energy that you get when it's a Black woman and a white man, because it just is perceived differently by society. So I think that Netflix might have been pushing that a little bit because they're like, oh, they love interracial couples, but it's like it's not hitting the same because that ain't the right mix. Like that's just kind of a vibe that I'm getting.
I can feel that. I think it's a combination of that and the fact that since they weren't initially picked, we're kind of disconnected. So even if this is a legitimate love story and they're happily ever after, unfortunately, we're not invested. Like, we don't care. Like, we only saw them at first in the pods. They immediately got engaged, it feels like, and then we didn't see them again. Next time we see them, they're filming themselves on their cameras in Malibu.
With a GoPro.
Like, we don't care. Like, we're not. I never got to a point where I want to see what's next with this couple. I'm never watching the show wondering what's going on with Vic and Christine. The matter of fact, when they come on, I'm probably going to go do something, grab a drink, you know what I'm saying? Fast forward, something, check my phone. Like, I'm not invested. So I think it's a combination of those two things. And yeah, like with Lauren and Cameron, we cared because we genuinely liked both of them.
Yeah.
Like,
and we got to see it play out.
Yeah, like Lauren was like, they're both like genuinely likable people. And we actually saw their love story work out. We saw them deal with the issue of race. We saw him meet her father. Like, there was something to follow. Like, with this, we barely seen them. We did see him meet her mom, and honestly, it was a weird meeting to me. I'm sorry. Like, some of the questions she was asking felt kind of weird. Even her talking about, like, it was weird. I'm sorry. I thought it was weird.
She called him hot. It was all kind of stuff going on.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird. And
I mean,
I struggle, and I struggle to relate to Vic personally, just because he is very reserved on camera, and maybe, like I've said before, he is just being cautious of the fact that he's being filmed. He's a professor. He has students. He wants to present himself a certain way. I understand all of that, but just as a person, still, I have a hard time relating to him. As a Black man, I have a hard time relating to him because I'm not getting that relatability. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not feeling like this is somebody I could necessarily click with. And I'm not saying that he needs to be somebody that I feel like I would be friends with for me to root for his couple, but it would help me be invested at least a little bit in what's going on with them. And I feel no connection to him whatsoever. I don't understand him. I feel like he might be more Devontae than Kevan, whatever. Because one thing about Kevan, he might not be able to make a decision, but he had two damn good options. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the only one that was picking up what Netflix was putting down with the women that were in the pods. You know what I mean? And so I still don't understand how we never saw Vic having a conversation with none of the sisters. Like, bro, like, were they not even in the running at some point? Not that he has to be with a sister, but I'm finding a hard time connecting with the brother personally.
Yeah.
What you got, Sean?
I don't know. You making me feel some type of way because I'm going to go back to my trusty notes, and I felt like they just got done dirty. But now I don't know how to feel. I feel like they gave the excuse because what they were saying was they didn't have enough money to send them to the honeymoon and all this other stuff. So they just kind of filmed them outside of the process and then like wove them back in. And I think this is what my feeling is because they weren't a highly problematic couple full of drama, Netflix production didn't choose to put them in the process fully with the other couples, and then they just did them as a sideline. But because there was so much of debacle with not really many people getting married, they didn't want to have another season with no marriages. So I think they tried to like put them right back in. That's kind of what I think.
That is what happened, but they also they went too perfect. We're not, they're trying to recreate something that they think we want, but they're clearly not listening to us because it's not even that we're asking for drama. We don't know enough about these two people to like them. And I think that a part of them is truly banking on the fact that they like interracial couples, so we'll just give them that and they'll accept it. It's like, no, we don't know these people. Who are these people? Christine posted a reel on Instagram the other day being like, oh, haha, something about like when you're on Love is Blind. And I was like, girl, are you on Love is Blind? Because I don't ever see you. Like, who are you? Who is this woman? Who is this man? I don't know these people. Harpo, who is this? I don't know these people. So
but that's
like
production, eh? That ain't her.
Right. I'm not saying it's anything personal against them. What I'm saying is I can't be invested in them like I am in the other couples because I don't know who they are. It's nothing like they might be a great couple, they might be perfect together. Like I'm not wishing anything bad on their relationship. What I'm saying is I'm not rooting for it either because I just don't have enough information. I just don't care. I'm
it's just a matter of we don't care to see it.
Yeah.
It's just like cool, like be happy, but I'm not invested. That's the only thing.
We could have at least seen their houses, like someone is saying. Even if we didn't see them move in together because they were an afterthought or they came in after, fine. How come we never saw their houses? We never saw them visit. We didn't meet any of Vic's people. His sister from the preview was showing up at the wedding being like, who is this woman? Like, we got nothing at the end of it. Where is the stuff?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna like his sister just based on that little preview we saw. I feel like I'm gonna like his sister, but yeah, why are we just now meeting his family?
Yeah, at the wedding.
They were an afterthought. That's kind of like why I guess I'm rooting for them because it's not their fault that they got treated this way. And I like them, you know. I like her. At least she has an awareness. Like she doesn't lead with her whiteness. Like she is willing to be obvious about the fact like that, hey, we're going to bump up against some challenges. Let's talk about this. Let's have the uncomfortable conversations. And did the mama fetishize him a little bit? Yes. But, you know, she's a woman of a certain era. So, you know, but I think at least Christine got some sense to her.
I think they both have sense. I just think I'm not interested in seeing their sense. and even if they were an afterthought, we know that we start seeing production actually get footage of them right around the time when they go on that date to look at the shape of the plants or whatever they were doing. So they could have snuck in a meeting of the parents right then and there. We saw her mom, you know.
As a Black researcher, PhD myself, I relate to Vic's intellectual nature and how he shows up in love. His interest seems genuine into Christine, and they seem compatible. It's refreshing. I know a lot of people are pleased with what they see with them, or like feel away when they're on screen, like, oh, this is beautiful. I just it just hadn't pulled at my heartstrings. That's all. But like Nate said, you know, it's no hard feelings. Like, you know, I wish them the best. Same thing with all these couples. I mean, if they get married, then hopefully the shit works out. But just based on common sense, a lot of this, I'm not buying a lot of this shit. But okay, but I feel that opinion, of course. And next we've got Bree and Connor. So this was really weird. So it starts off feeling like, okay, they've gotten over the Bilbo hump. Like she didn't go to the 4 seasons with Chris. So I guess we're gonna, you know, move forward with this wedding. We see them have this date on a train where she's saying a bunch of ridiculous shit about how horrible she is and he loves her anyway, and that's why she knows he's the one for her. And we never hear her say anything about him or what she actually loves about him as a person. It's all related to how he shows up for her. But at the same time, just because of his reaction to it, it still felt like, okay, these two are vibing. You know what I mean? Like he likes the abuse and she likes giving the abuse. So this might work. Some couples are like that. But then we get another scene and she broke up with him. Like
they broke off cam first. That conversation was a reshoot for sure.
I got you, but it's just it felt like it came out of nowhere. And it was just the way the conversation developed was weird. The things she was saying in the conversation, she was essentially repeating everything that
Chris
had told her. And I'm just like, okay, so what does this mean? Have you been spending time with Chris that we're not aware of? Like, did you go to the 4 seasons? Like, where are you coming from right now?
Questions
know
that
what I
need
mean?
answers. Questions
Like,
that need answers.
I feel like she might have got knocked down, and I just feel like it's really weird that all of a sudden everything that she's saying to him is everything that Chris was saying at the mixer, like literally. All of the reasons that she gave for why she's not sure now and why he may not be the man for her are all of the reasons that Bilbo was giving when they
Stop
were
it.
talking at the mixer. So I'm like, is this a thing now?
You coming through with the edits tonight. Oh man. So here's my thing. And let me try to explain this because apparently I didn't explain it too well in my video. A few people were like, "Girl, what are you talking about?" I agree with you that she was repeating all the things that Chris said. But I don't think that someone said that Chris planted those seeds. I don't think that's true. I think she already felt that way. She was just trying to make fetch happen. Like she was trying to make it work out with Connor, even though she knew that he wasn't the man for her. I think that her wording for it and the things that she used to throw against Connor, like, oh, you don't dress right and your car's trash and you have a cat, and like all those things were terrible. Like her wording of it was bad. But what I don't fault her for is liking a type of man who is more assertive, because that's also my type. Like I don't want to be with someone who I feel like I could be like, move, bitch, get out there. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to, like, if I could do that to you, like, you know. But I think that a more assertive type tends to kind of be seen as toxic a lot of the time, because a lot of men who are more assertive do tend to be toxic. But I think that there's, just like with anything, there's a spectrum. Like you can find sweet guys who care about you who are also more assertive and don't have to be so toxic. And I think like I feel like maybe that's what she was trying to describe, but like also she went way left when she started talking about the way that the man dressed. And so I'm like, she just ain't say that right, but like I kind of see what she was saying. But also to that point, Chris is not the man that I'm talking about. He's terrible. So like I just feel like she knows the type that she wants, but she hasn't figured out like a good mix of it. She needs someone who's sweet like Connor, but like a little bit more assertive like Chris, and she needs to like merge the two together.
A unicorn.
It's not a unicorn though. I've dated men who are assertive and sweet as pie.
Did they also make 5 times the amount of money you make and have?
I don't know about 5 times. I don't know about. I wasn't all in their bank accounts.
And were they
Cause,
nice to you?
That's
Did
what
they
she
treat
said.
you well, accept you the way you were, love you, be willing to marry you, faithful.
Well, I'm not
honest.
married to any of them, but no. When I say dated, I don't mean I was in a relationship. I mean like I dated. You know, like the traditional sense of dating. Like I dated.
Yeah.
Them.
And like, I guess that's why I'm kind of pushing back on it, because yeah, they might exist, but they don't have all those factors. They may have 1 or 2, but what she wants is a very specific thing of people that generally aren't the archetype of that kind of person altogether. And they're not gonna, he might be assertive and he might make a lot of money, but he might not treat you very well long term.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She hasn't figured out the mix that she needs, but
there is no mix. She's not getting it.
I think that people are coming down on her for saying that she wants a man who is more assertive, and I don't think that's right, because I think there are a lot of women who want that type. I think I think that that's the piece that people are honing in on. It's like she wants someone to abuse her, and it's like that's not what she said. She said she wants someone who is like a little bit more like. I'll use this as an example. Connor saw Chris risen up his woman the whole night at the mixer and didn't once walk up to that man. That probably was a turnoff for her, because that would have been like, you're not gonna get up and come check him. You see us. She of course had a responsibility too, but like Connor, you're not gonna get up and check this man. You know what I mean? Like it's just not in him. And so I kind of get where she's coming from on that side of things.
I would be with you. If she hadn't mentioned makes 5 times more money than me.
Oh, I'm not even talking about that. That's her own delusion.
But she said this shit though. Like she said makes 5 times more money, out alphas me when we go to a restaurant, orders my food for me.
Exactly. Like, Nay, you just talked about the systems in place that keep women under control and have them push towards marriage. wanting an alpha man is the antithesis of a woman who is going to celebrate you. The archetype of an alpha man is not one that celebrates his woman making a lot of money and getting out there and going after it. An alpha man wants his wife at home and humble and pretty and just being his showpiece. That is the archetype of what she's asking for.
When y'all start talking about this, I just get quiet because I'm a different type of like I'm very much not like either very black or white about it. I am like a mix, and like maybe that's why it's hard for me because I very much am a mix. Like if I marry somebody who want me to be a stay-at-home, I'd be like, I stay at home for a few years while the kids are small. Like I don't have a problem with that. I don't.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm just my mindset is my mindset is a little different.
we're conflating the issue though, Nate, because I'm not arguing. I'm not disagreeing with anything that you're saying specifically. Like whatever your desire or whatever you prefer when you're out here shopping, that's your preference, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you would rather somebody who's more assertive, then that's cool. The issue that we have is with Bree specifically because she has all of these other factors with Connor, right? Responsible, whether she likes his house or not, he owns his own house, has a career, loves her, treating her well, patient, kind. Like he's showing all the signs of a good partner and probably somebody that she needs. And then the other issue with her is what she's asking for, the type of man that she's saying that she wants, especially with the income that she's requiring 5 times more. And if she's out here flipping properties, I mean, she's probably making a decent coin, you know what I mean? So whatever she's looking for, she doesn't realize you don't qualify for that dude. And if you do get that dude, he's not going to be good to you at all.
Well, listen, her not qualifying, that's her business.
And I think that's where we're coming from because as men, we get it. You know what I'm saying? Like what she wants, it sounds great, but if you could get all that stuff, you wouldn't be on Love is Blind trying to get a stranger. You just wouldn't be here. The women that can get the upper echelon of a guy with all of that stuff is not going to be going on Love is Blind, and they're definitely the guy that has that is not going to be on Love is Blind.
Now that I will give you.
That's what I'm attacking. I'm attacking her delusion, and I'm also attacking her lies because how she started out. And this is why I don't see it for her at all, is the fact that she started out talking to him about the scene that conversation with her and Chris, and she downplayed it all and made it seem like she really checked him when low-key she waited till 30 minutes later after he railed on about oh boy, what's his name? Connor? Mm-hmm. After he railed on all about her. All about him, and when he said, "I want you," what did he tell her, to take your ring off or forget about your ring and tell me you attracted to me?
He said, "Will you be able to be honest with your ring on?"
Yeah, and she smiled and touched it,
and she still kept the conversation going.
Yeah,
after telling him, the dude who's obviously trying to get at you, being disrespectful to your fiance, after telling him that sex with your fiance isn't the best you've ever had.
Yeah, I can't defend that.
She is wild. The best thing that she did to Chris was when he was drunk ranting about Andrew Tate. She said, "I don't know who that man is."
That was crazy.
That was the best thing that she did that whole night. So I don't see it for her. Like the first thing I said, like in my notes, like once they went on their date, I was like, he likes her way too much, and I don't understand why he likes her so much when they went on that train ride. He really was in love with her. Oh my God. But you know where I was like, bro, you're doing too much. And I'm sure, forgive me, Nay, but I'm sure her coochie went when he called her a bad bee. I was like, what, man? Yeah. Now that's when I'm gonna lean into, I'll be right with you, because we should not be. There's certain things you're a bad bee. Like, what, bro? She was done. It was at that moment. Yeah. She was like, yeah, it's a wrap for you, bro.
Yeah.
You're child. Give it an ick real quick.
That's not a sentence any man should ever utter.
Just like, for example, if a man said it's given, like that's crazy, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's insane. It should never come out of a man's
come
mouth.
on now.
Complete violation.
Oh man, that's too funny. That's a little lore for anyone who was here last week.
Yeah, I'm trying to forget that. But
I took the mantle this week and I said it, so
I ain't even noticed it.
You blocked it out.
You can't even hear it. Yeah,
I can't even hear it, man.
Oh,
Hey, we got a super chat
from
Super chat.
Thailand.
Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you.
Respect.
Good dialogue.
Appreciate
Keep up
that.
the grind. All love from Thailand. What time is it out there?
It's probably morning time there, no?
But
Right
yeah,
over
this
I got
was
one more
tough,
thing to
though.
say. Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to clarify that alpha and assertive are not the same thing. I think that the words are often, synonymous. People use them synonymously, but I don't think they're the same. I think alpha very much comes from the red pill community, and I just think it's not the same. Like I would never be like, I want an alpha male. That's disgusting and cringy and gross. Like I would never, those words would never leave my mouth.
Right. So that's why I was pushing back with you, because you don't align with Bree. Like what you want and what she wants are two different things. She's talking some nonsense that's never going to happen.
Yeah, because like assertiveness
Conflated,
isn't
that's the
just
word I was looking
reserved for the leader of the pack necessarily, and we're human beings, so I don't even like necessarily using those terms. I'm talking about alpha, beta, all that other shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think that you can be fluid. Like in some situations, you can be a leader depending on your level of expertise and whatever you're dealing with, and then in some situations, you fall to the back. I'm not an expert on everything, so in every room I enter, I'm not going to be the guy with the loudest voice. If I happen to be the expert in whatever we're dealing with in that issue, then I may be the leader, quote unquote, but I'm not going to assert myself or assume to be the leader in every situation in every group that I enter, because there may be someone there who has more knowledge, more experience, So I just think that as human beings, we're more evolved in that. We don't just have alphas who are determined on, who's the strongest in the group. Like, no, we make decisions based on what makes the best sense in this situation. And I think that if she's looking for assertiveness and she wants more assertiveness than what Connor has to offer, then that's one thing, because he was very passive. He did allow that entire conversation to take place. He allowed her to get DM'd immediately after and didn't check, bro. Like, because he doesn't live that far away. Because the thing is, like, okay, we sitting there having the conversation. First, you sat there, you did all that bullshit at the bar, at the meetup, and maybe production was like, no, let them have their conversation. Maybe they didn't want him to go interrupt. I don't know. But you allowed that conversation to happen at the meetup because that's what this is for. The meetup is for everybody to get together, have a bunch of messy conversations, make good TV. Cool. Now that we're back at the apartment and you're DMing my fiance on vanish mode, I gotta pull up on you, bro, because not only have you disrespected me at the bar, then came up and dapped me, now you're gonna try to slide in her DMs afterwards, and she's allowing it. So I get, putting it on her, like, okay, you need to put an end to this because you're the reason he feels comfortable doing this. But at the same time, since he did try to dap you up after that, that's the ultimate disrespect. Like, it's one thing if you coming at my girl and we not cool, that's one thing. But to come at my girl and then attempt to be cool with me and then come at my girl again, no, bro, I'm pulling up. Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna answer as her. Fuck what she got to say. I'm gonna answer as her. Yeah, meet me XYZ, and I'm putting. No, fuck what she got to say.
See, that's what we talking about, though. That's it right there.
We finna meet.
That's it.
Yeah.
If Connor would have done that,
hands, right? We're gonna talk with the hands now.
Yeah, no, we got to talk now, bro, because now you're complete violation.
But I want to see the reunion, because remember, old boy said, "What is Connor gonna do? Beat me up?"
Yes,
he said that.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, and I'm not. I don't. I haven't had
because now you asking for it, bro. You not finna just be texting my girl on vanish mode after all of this other shit that you just pulled. So I get her wanting somebody who's more assertive than what Connor was being in that moment. I truly understand that, but I feel like if that's the case, then just tell the man, look, this isn't going to work. Standing there and tearing down his entire life,
Yeah,
the
that
clothes
was
that he wears, the cleanliness of his home, that was just unnecessary.
Yeah,
and
I
cruel.
agree with that.
Yeah,
and I didn't even think his house was bad. That latch was a little crazy, but we could fix that. That was easily.
No, that latch was insane. Like, that cannot be the lock to your door. Like that's the one thing I agree with her on. Like, bro, like come on.
We could have fixed that. Could have fixed that.
Like, put an actual lock on your door, man.
What, like, he is, I think this is going to be a little bit of a take. I think Connor is Brittany because he is willing to accept the bare minimum from Bree. She told him, I'm not even giving you the best of me because I've been grinding. And he said, I'm obsessed with you. And if this is what you're giving me at the bare minimum, I can only imagine when we're back to real life. He's like excited about her low minimal effort.
Yeah.
Then right after they have that conversation about her saying, I'm not giving you my best, then that's when she leads in to start ripping him. I'm used to someone that's alphaed me. That's where the conversation pivots to. You don't like nice things. Your car, all those things made me concerned. And then that's when she tries to like low key back into giving him some compliments to only then turn around and say, I don't think this is gonna work. And what does he do? He says, do you think you would ever marry me at some point down the line? Bro, where are your testicles? Like, where do you see them? Do they hang? Like, do they exist?
Nah, them shits is retracted. Nah,
but see, that's what I'm saying. That's why she's not attracted to him.
They're ovaries. Ovaries.
Stop it.
That's the analogous version of testicles on a woman. So they're ovaries because there is no way. Like, if you are tearing me to pieces, and I'm going to turn around. He still sat on that couch. And was like, I still love her. I don't regret anything. Bro, you should regret it all. Let
me say something, though. I feel like ovaries I understand that they the same thing, essentially, just flip. But let's be real here. Ovaries do a lot of damn work that y'all would never understand.
Oh, don't get it wrong. I have all respect for women and the work that you do to give life and the torture that you have to go through on a regular basis to be able to do so. It was a dig at him more so than I uplift and support my sisters. Trust and believe, Nate. So if that's the impression, I apologize. Not the case.
Put some respect on ovaries.
He's lacking his manhood in the sense that, like, how can you not just see where this is going? Like, she's destroying you and telling you you're nothing to her, and you're like, would you ever marry me? And even down the line, like, what?
Yeah, I don't know why he was trying to make it happen after the fact. And we know that on Love Is Blind, if people try to make things happen after the altar, it's never gonna work out. It has never worked out historically. So
yeah, so she tears this man down completely, shoots down all of his life accomplishments, tells him his car looks like shit, his clothes look like shit, he ain't worth shit.
Essentially,
he has no drive, no ambition, no grit, no fire, can't order her food, has the audacity when they go out to eat to ask her what she wants. This is a shitty person. Like, she's just no good. Like, I don't care like what your preference is. Now, I can never see a scenario where you're talking to somebody like this.
No, that's what I'm saying. She's crazy. Like, I would never, like, because that's not. I would never want to be with a man who I felt like I could talk like to that, and I wouldn't want no man to talk to me like that. Like, that's just her being a terrible person, because she does equate that assertiveness with being alpha, because she spent too much time with red pillars. The only way that alpha word comes up is if you end up in the red pill community. I had a
or
few
if you've been at the Four Seasons with Bilbo.
Okay, well,
That's the other way that comes
The
up.
streets tell us he
Wow.
couldn't afford 4 seasons, even if he wanted to take Bree there with his 6-figure debt. So
Hey,
Yeah,
maybe
apparently
that
he
nigga
don't really have
found
no
a
money.
he found a pot of gold.
Stop it. Oh my God. Oh, before we move on, I also want to say we got another super chat from Jay Rizzo 3000. Thank you for that, Jay.
Let me find it. I'm sorry, I missed it.
It's on the starred side. I didn't even know they had that there.
Oh,
To see
no.
all the special
I
stuff.
didn't know either till you just said that. Thank you so much, Jay Rizzo. That's love.
and for anybody watching the replay, please forgive me. I retract my over restatement back if it's misinterpreted or misapplied.
Listen,
I don't want anybody getting active in the comments over that. It's not.
He don't want the heat. He don't want the ovaries. Put in a lot of work. Okay.
Respect.
Thank you.
I respect it.
All right, so we're already an hour and 40 minutes into this stream, but we still want to get your opinions if you want to hop in. The first 3 people to click the link and hop in can come to the stage and have your say. I'm dropping the link in the chat right now. First 3 people.
Oh, let me drop it too, just in case it doesn't show up on my channel, because I remember
to come into the stage, and we'll stop it at 3 because we're already at an hour 40 minutes.
Sean, are you going to join us next week?
Oh, well, thank you. You know, I call myself just dropping in, adding my 2 cents, and I felt so, honored that you guys asked me to come on in. So
well, it was actually a request because you had hopped in obviously last week, and then I forget who it was, but somebody in the comment section was like, "Hey, see if y'all can get Sean next week." I was like, hell yeah. So you come by a popular demand, my brother. We got Dwayne Banks, my Aquarius brother, Dwayne Banks, coming to the stage.
Hey, hello everybody.
Good evening to you, brother.
Miss Nay.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not bad. Nothing bad.
Hold on. Can y'all see him? I don't see him on the screen.
I can't see him either.
Same.
You don't see me?
It's just darkness.
Oh, hold up. Really? I'm looking right at you. Hold up.
Not Charlie Murphy. Like what Charlie Murphy? Darkness. That's all I see. It's a black bear.
We
can hear you.
You can hear me.
We can hear you.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I told you there's only one couple is making it. I'm surprised that so many are gonna even go to the altar. Alex, they shouldn't even be at the altar. Let's keep it 100. She should just like wake up tomorrow and say like, I don't even want to go. Just I don't want to go to the altar. I mean, let's be honest. Priyanka got more seen from the what's the name than she did in the whole pies to the whole season. I don't get that. Now Devo, Dark Knight 30, I call him now. Dark Knight 30. I don't know how she let this go. I don't get it with the women. Every time I watch these shows, I know the women are actually signing up.
Well, there you go.
I know the men are not signing up because it can't possibly. Some of these men, I know I'm a man. I shouldn't be saying this, but how does he not? He doesn't even want to be near her. It's like she got a disease. They on the couch and he's over there. He don't even want to hold her, like put her arm around her. You ain't gotta I guess be all sexual about it, but he don't even want to do that. He want to be on that side and she be on this side. Let's be okay. Because I told her from the beginning, he didn't want to be with her. He saw what she looked like and he was done with her. And I said Bree was the same way. Bree was never into Connor from the start. Never. I agree. Now, the only problem was the one couple that's going to make it. The only reason they're going to make it is because we don't know anything about them. That's the only reason they're going to make it.
Oh, you think not being on the show is helping them out?
Yes. You have what's the grievance with them? The only grievance that's going to happen is when we see the finale, like when iBeChillin said about his sister, because no one knows them. No one knows anything about them. No one can really sit there and say why they should get married. All we're gonna say is they look good together. That's it. That's all you can say. They look good together. That's it. You have no idea who, where he. All you know is he has a job. She lives in the country somewhere. When he go, yeah, that's it. So you have nothing to go on. So that's why they're the only ones who actually have a shot. Now, I'm with you with the baby thing. I'm Nay too. I'm with Nay when I didn't really understand why single parents shouldn't be on. But now I'm starting to more understand your reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
Because she got mad. I don't know how the problem is the reason why it's bad because there is no right way. Is it too soon? Is it too early? It's like Sean said. Do you wait till you get married and do it after? Because to me, there's not enough time. Either way, how you spell it, there's no good way to deal with a child in any situation. I don't even think of a teenager. I'm just saying. You say cut it off. I'm like, I don't think you should do it at all. You just don't bring them on at all anymore. Stop bringing on. And trust me, there's plenty enough people you can find that you don't need to go get a person with a child. There's enough. I think you need to petition to putting ugly people on the show and just put two ugly people together and make it work.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, we need to start doing. You need to call up and Netflix and make that happen because we need more real people, real couples, not these trying to make couples. So I think we're trying to. Yeah,
that was an unexpected turn.
No, that's the same thing that.
Hey, Sean, you new to this conversation? We've been saying this.
Oh,
yeah.
They need
regular people.
Regular people that have no idea. They're not trying to win something. This two people going on legitimately looking for love. I don't think none of these people are really looking for love as much as they think they are.
No, all of these people I don't think dates. Right, every single one of them can get, even Gimli. Every single one of them can get dates on the outside. I want a bunch of people that are struggling to get dates because of what they look like.
Exactly.
I want to see if love is actually blind.
Blind. That would make more sense for me.
Yeah.
You have gone as far as to say you don't even think production should really see what they look like.
No. If they can find a way to get the stats, all the information on the people without even seeing what they actually look like, because I don't want that to come into play. Because it's not supposed to matter. Love's supposed to be blind, right? So why are we even concerned with what they look like?
Right. Because you still can get out of it when the reveal comes. You're like, well, I don't want to go through with it.
I want to see the doors open and somebody turn around and walk off. Like I want carnage.
Well, see, that happened one time.
No, I can't do it.
No, that happened one time. One time it happened in Germany, the Love is Blind Germany. Black woman came out. She looked at him. She said, "No, I can't do this," and she walked off. I said,
"Really?
Yes, we need to see more like that."
That's what I want.
I'm gonna look that up later. I want to see that.
Yeah.
Y'all don't think that sometimes there's been some people on there that are a little visually challenged, a little facially challenged? There was that girl with the Jay Leno chin that said she looked like Megan Fox.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, no disrespect to anybody, but Devontae just looks like Squidward. You know, like is
John Legend.
Did we forget? Did we forget? I mean, he just paired with a pretty woman, but
I think what they're saying is like you're saying on the outside. You see these people on Bumble or Hinge or whatever people are using, they're gonna get swiped right on. They try to see some people that's gonna have a hard time getting swiped right.
I want to know if love is blind.
He wants the question answeed.
Is love blind? Get some people on here that can't get it.
That's 2020.
Yes. That is the only way.
And Sean, to answer your question about 2024, the MAGA is in. So from here on out, that's all it's going to be. Until Trump leaves, it seems like this is how the nation works with the show. They go with whatever the flavor of the month is on the outside, and then that's what they do. That's basically what they do. So get used to it until he leaves in 2026.
2028.
We gotta vote this year though. We gotta try this year.
We gotta vote midterms in November. Yeah.
Please, midterms. I don't care if we're voting for who is going to be the next school crossing guard. Please,
man, I'm gonna vote for comptroller. I don't even know what the fuck a comptroller is.
Oh, they handle the money.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
Yeah. They're the accountants.
Let me get some Democratic comptrollers in this motherfucker.
We need it all. I don't care what. If we voted for who is the next ditch digger, I'm gonna be there voting right. And don't just vote, but vote right. Don't start talking to me about 3-party systems. I'm sorry, iBeChillin to get political, but don't start talking about this is the time. This is where we need to bring the Green Party. No. You hear me? No.
I used to be that person, but I've seen the fallout.
We're too far gone. This isn't the time for that.
I do still think that, but I can't vote that way.
We definitely need more parties, but right now ain't the time for it.
It's not the time. Yeah,
not right now. No,
we got to come together for the greater good.
Yes. We got a guy who's trying to be king in the office right now. You got to get rid of that. You got to stop that.
Man, you said a word just now.
No, it's not a word. It's a fact. It's not a word. It's a fact.
It feel like a threat right now is what it feel like. That's what it's feeling like.
All right, I'm gonna let somebody else come on here now.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming in.
All right,
Thank you, Dwayne.
Nice chatting with you, Dwayne.
All right. Well, nobody else clicked the link, so I'm gonna take that as everybody ready to go to bed.
Y'all tired?
We're at an hour and 50 minutes. I'm about to go. I'm about to go
to bed.
Engage that special herb.
The devil's lettuce.
My ancestors real quick.
The devil's lettuce is crazy.
Hey, devil ain't got shit to do with this. God put this here for me to enjoy.
That's from the Lord, huh?
That is from the Lord.
Oh man,
blessing from the heavens. So I'm about to go. Magic Dragon.
Yeah, we have the weddings next week. I know that we will be here, Sean. If you want to, let me know. I'll throw you up on the thumbnail again. And I'm here. We could do a repeat next Friday, same time, same place.
Let's see what
you guys have me. I'll be here.
See what these weddings turn out to be. Hopefully, we get a whole bunch of no's and one yes that we don't really care about.
Oh, predictions? Y'all want predict? I think.
Oh yeah, I mean we kind of did it as we went through, but we'll go through it again and just give predictions. So starting with Emma and Alex, I'll start.
Wait, Emma and Mike?
Yeah, Emma and Mike. And my predictions are going to be what I want to happen, not necessarily what I think is going to happen. I want Mike to say no. I need Mike to say no to set the world back in order. Go ahead.
We're all in agreement on that. I need him to say no too.
Okay.
I feel like he will, but I don't know. So
okay, yeah, I think he will too. But it being her birthday has me a little concerned. That might be tough for him to do on her birthday, especially after she said yes.
Maybe it'll be a yes, then a no later on.
We'll see.
That means you got to get a whole divorce. That's really
or
silly.
annulment.
Oh yeah, there are annulment. Brittany and Gimli.
She gonna say yeah.
She's gonna say yes. He's gonna say no.
Same.
Yeah. Amber and Jordan. I think they both say yes.
I do too. I don't think they should, but I think they do.
Yeah, I don't think they should for reasons that we've gone into, but I think they both say yes. What about you, Sean?
I think I'm right with you. I wish Emma would have said no, but she didn't. So, but I'm hoping that old boy says no because I don't want to see that. She needs to be released and go find her racial self-esteem, and I blame her parents for it. Bree and Haribo, No, that's Brittany and Haribo. Devontae.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna say yes. He's gonna say no.
Amber and Jordan.
Amber and Jordan. Who's that again? Oh, that's the one with the baby girl,
Yeah.
Emma. I don't know. These two are throwing me. Are they even gonna make it to the altar?
They'll make it.
They'll make it to the altar. I think so.
Okay, yeah. We did see them in the church. I think he might say no.
Okay, interesting.
I would be pleasantly surprised if he did.
Yeah, I think they'll both say yeah.
Because I see them both saying yes for sure. Alex and Ashley. I say that Ashley makes a scene at the wedding. She's gonna try to have her moment at the altar, and it's gonna be corny to me.
Based on that little clip that we heard of him being a liar, I think she's gonna say no. But you know how they like to spin that stuff. But I think she's gonna say no. I think there's a part of him that will say yes because he needs a spot to hang out at for the next 6 months, somewhere to live. But we'll see how that all plays out. But I think they're gonna let her go first. So I think it's just gonna be a no off top.
What do you think, Sean?
I think she's gonna say no, but I want her to say yes.
Why do you want her to say yes?
For nefarious reasons.
That's why I started laughing when he said it.
I want all the MAGA people. You knew it.
Wants her to suffer.
I want all the MAGA people to feel all the pain they need to feel. Yes, I have no remorse. I want her to say yes, and I want him to run her through the ringer and lie and raid her bank account and raid her couch and her refrigerator. Yep. I want them to enjoy each other and have the life they both deserve.
He said he want her to feel it. Okay.
All right. Vic and Christine. That's an obvious yes.
Yeah.
He loves her deeply. So deeply.
Oh, man.
Maybe he'll cerebrally, surprise us, and he'll get to the altar and be like, you know what, my white queen, my queen of no color, my
melanin deficient queen.
Yeah, they 100% saying yes. And then lastly, I guess that's it because Brian kind of broke up, so then they're not even going to the altar. So for Bree, let's do this prediction then for Bree. So I don't know. We may never find out if it did happen, but do you think that we'll hear anything at the reunion about her possibly meeting up with Chris?
I think if it happened, Chris is gonna say it. He's boisterous like that.
You think he's gonna be there?
I think he'll be there. I think that his pride is not gonna let him not show up. He got to show up and flash his watch or whatever he got and like show that he's that man outside of Love Is Blind. I think he will show up, and I think if something went down, he gonna say it.
Well, maybe by now he's grown his hair out to match his IG profile pic.
I don't care.
See if we can get closer.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know. We're gonna see how that one plays out for sure.
All right, man. We almost at 2 hours, y'all. Well, go ahead.
Are we gonna do a live for the reunion as well?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, cool. I'll plan for that.
Why not? But good night, everybody.
Good night,
Thank
y'all.
you so much for joining. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for participating in the chat. Thank you, Dwayne Banks, for hopping in and hollering at us. But yeah, good night. See y'all next time.